We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. At second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Guys, dig deep.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown! A great play there. 27 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Giants take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think Barkley hit and the ball pops free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of...
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 23 yards on the play.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
I do believe I recognize that play. It's something Coach Bill Walsh installed every stop he made, putting it in the first day of camp. X-post cross, whether you're going left to right or right to left with that X receiver, you want a big-arm quarterback able to make the throw downfield. But, boy, it was successful everywhere he went.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. second down. The Giants at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Completed to Hyatt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second and 10. To throw is Fields. Left side to Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamb's first catch of the game, good for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throw left outside, complete. That's Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
And the Cowboys first down.
10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports.
Cowboys 10, Giants 3.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got a man, it's his fullback. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
To the air again, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. His defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Well, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Brings up 4th down.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 18. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Off play action, Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure is starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A shotgun snap, Fields. It's complete, Burks. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a 3rd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On play action, Fields rolling to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On second down, they'll run it here. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Fields now to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now it's Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Hyatt has got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And the throw right sideline is complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Oh, a design run for their wideout. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. He'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run with Barkley. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now a carry here for their fullback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Cowboys 33, Giants 3.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best one.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough.
Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he goes down. It's a sack. his own 3-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Dallas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.